Welcome to OCP TV, the newsroom for the Open Compute Project Foundation. I'm Laura Noland at the 2020 OCP Virtual Summit. Joining me today is Alex Jeffries, the CEO of Stordis. Welcome to OCP TV, Alex.
Thank you, Laura, for having me. Pleasure to be here in the Virtual Summit.
Yes, we are happy to have you, and we would love to learn more about Stordis. So can you tell our viewers what Stordis is and what you do?
So Stordis, yeah, we've been around for about, 13 years now. So we set up in 2007. Initially started off with storage products, as the name kind of gives away. But since about 5 years, we've been working in the open networking environment. So getting engaged with white box switches and disaggregated networking with different switch operating systems on top of the different switches. So meanwhile, we sell all across Europe and are set up in Germany and also in the UK. And in regards to our own switches, we also sell on a global level as well.
Okay, Alex, so I'm going to ask you about what you're going to do at the summit, what you're going to share, but I need to ask you about that shirt, because that's a great shirt, and I think that might have something to do with what you might be sharing with us today. Am I wrong?
Yes, indeed, yeah. So I'll perhaps just show it.
There you go.
So actually for the OCP Global Summit, we had prepared nice special t-shirts, which actually fit to the open compute environment quite nicely, with the hashtag switch to open.
Nice.
So this quite a lot of people did like. Last year we had the hashtag. Now this year we've done new t-shirts also with our switch on the rear of the t-shirt, which is fully OCP accepted.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Excellent. It has a little bit of a superhero feel to it too. So I like that very much.
So our logo usually looks like this, and we made it a bit to a Superman-esque.
And you pull it off well. You've got the superhero look down, Alex.
Yes.
So tell us, I know that you're going to be talking more about your shirt, but what else are you going to be sharing with the OCP attendees as a sponsor this year?
So actually, we would like to, on the one side, give an update of our own switches. So last year at the OCP Global Summit, we launched our first own switches, which are fully P4 programmable switches. And this year we would like to update the audience and people who are interested on what we've actually done in regards to the switches. So meanwhile, they're OCP accepted. We have actually also ported ONL onto the switches and have ONI available and Sonic, which are all free OCP software projects. So we've actually got a range of open software available on the switches meanwhile.
What about maybe some news? We're learning more about Stordis, but is there any news to share, any latest developments that you want to give us a peek into?
Well, this year was mainly actually the availability of ONL, Sonic, and ONI on the switches. Since last year we launched the switches and not much was really available. It took a while to actually get them into a position that we can sell them. And meanwhile, we have sold quite a few of them across the globe. So in the US, Canada, Asia, all across Europe. So we've got quite a wide range of different customers using these switches or meanwhile doing research on them as well. So our switches are very unique since they have the Barefoot Tofino chipset inside, and Barefoot meanwhile is part of Intel. And our switches do support time synchronization, which is very unique on a Barefoot Tofino platform. So we have 1588 support in there, and in the case of our 25 gig switch, we also have got gearboxes in there to support lower speeds, because usually the Barefoot Tofino platform supports speeds of 10 gigabit and above. So we can also support 1 gigabit and 2.5 gigabit and 5 gig. So this is very unique. So, and both of these platforms are OCP accepted meanwhile as well. So I think we got the OCP accepted accreditation last year sometime in June or July. So they are up to date, the only barefoot Tofino switches to be OCP accepted.
What, as you're sharing with the OCP community and your new accreditation and working together with some solutions with the OCP community, what do you hope to bring back and take back with you? Maybe some highlights. So what are you looking for?
Well, ideally, we would like to engage with more potential customers and more people of the open community and see which kind of topics are of importance to them. So one of the things we're actually working on is to engage and support and work more actively in the open community. So we're building up a larger development team to contribute more software specifically on switches to the open community. So that would have, it's very interesting to actually engage with different members of the community on what kind of things they're looking at, what's important for them, specifically from our perspective in regards to network switches. So,
why, as you're going to pull these takeaways and you're sharing, what was the driving force behind getting you to be part of the Open Compute project, or what are some of the factors that led to that to help drive your business and industry thought leadership and industry objectives along the way?
Well, generally we have been working in the white box disaggregated space, or open networking as it's also referred to, for 4 or 5 years. And with our own switches, we did want to have the hardware open. So we joined the OCP as a platinum member last year as well, and open up the hardware. And we believe in open software as well. So all the software we're actually developing for the switches, and we've got lots of plans to do much more development, will all be open source based. So the idea is to actually provide the community and end users with the real option of having more and more open source based software.
Wonderful. So where can our viewers go to learn more and even find you during the summit?
That's a good question. So in regards to the switches and the products and what we do, of course, on Stordis.com. In regards to the summit, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. So that's okay.
We will find you, and your website is very helpful as well too. So
okay.
And we look forward to learning much more from you, and we appreciate your time today, and thank you for sharing with us, and enjoy the summit.
Okay, thank you. You too. Many thanks.
Absolutely, anytime. And thank you, viewers, for tuning into OCP TV. Enjoy the virtual show.